over time, most things fade away. Isn't that right? All of the memories dissolve. The sunshine, the breeze song go by. No matter how big it is, its time will come. It will be reborn as something new. The full moon, bright balloons. Only my feelings will ever grow. And on these wallows, so that's me. Not so I will follow you wherever you go. I can't wait to catch up before the sun sleeps. Not if you're short of breath. I'm the disaster of fashion. Always one or two things or a few. I'm alone, but I'm not alone. You know that, right? Freeze and rain, now and then. I can't live without that precious one. On season follow, so that's me. Springtime, Cinderella. I will follow you wherever you go. I can't wait to catch up before
I gotta say, I'm in awe of the comedic potential of the woke man show concept, the comedic concept of the man show but woke. There's a lot there. Actually, no, I don't know if there's a lot there. I think it's mostly just the concept that's good. I don't remember enough segments from the show to riff on it. I know that they did beers. They had beers. They would drink beers on that show. They had like a very teenage enthusiasm for the concept of beer. They're like, we like drinking beer. They were really into it. Hey, Unionize Heaven, what up? They did some weird German stuff. Like late. What was with the connection that they had drawn between like lederhosen and stuff and masculinity? Was it like beers and brats and like German babes in the frilly lederhosen shirts? Was that what it was all about? Like the milkmaid outfits? We're talking about the man show. We're talking about the rich comedic potential of bringing back the man show but making it woke. Also, hey, let's say thank you to some subscribers. Lavender Dame, thank you. Dust Spec, sorry, Lavender Dame, 43 months. Let me put on some different music here. They took off my standard like chilling out music. There we go. The Network for Men. That was Spike TV, actually. Spike TV was the men's network, which is exactly that's what we needed. Lavender Dame, been here for 43 months. Dust Spec, 17 months. Ultra Fiesta, thank you for the big 5. Trout Mask, 46 month. Trout Mask replica. I was listening to the Namesake album, Trout Mask Replica, by Captain Beefheart and his Magic Band, or whatever. I think that was what they're called, right? They're just called the Magic Band. I was able to appreciate it more than I did when I was like 20 or whatever, because I think I've just listened to more challenging music since then. Still extremely, extremely, extremely challenging album. Cypher Gem, holy shit. Welcome back, 23 months. Doom Church, the big 32. Mozart Goats has been here for 7 months, thank you. Mothra, thank you for the big 26. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep, Spike TV, also home of the Game Awards, originally hosted by Samuel L. Jackson. Was Jeff Keighley involved in the very first Game Awards? I'm FBC. What's popping gamer? Is Sam a gamer? I think he is. I don't know if he is. I would believe he is. I know he loves anime. Samuel L. Jackson loves anime. Hentai too. What was Game Awards? Sam Jackson. Spike TV. Spike TV would just show James Bond movies. And then occasionally there was some Spike TV original programming. There was Mansers. I don't know if we've watched any Mansers clips on here. I had some in my queue back when we were watching a whole lot of very masculine videos on here. The Blade Show. Hey, congratulations on Datitude, Dr. B. Oh yeah, MXC was on there too. Yep. Spike the energy drink. No, I never tried that one. Power Simulator does rock. And it's got like six player multiplayer now. I don't know if they had multiplayer service that big when we did the early access. Ultra Fiesta, is that still up? I used to follow mostly MXC, and then I don't know if they got hit with like some copyright threats or something, because now they do a lot of other sort of gray area broadcasts and not MXC. Yeah, the one that I used to watch was called mostly MXC. Only MXC. Oh, okay. Gotcha. By modern standards, deeply offensive show. The writing on that show. Couldn't make MXC today, but what I will say, still miles better than the British version of it. The British version of MXC, they just called it Takeshi's Castle. It kept its original name in the British rebroadcasts. But they didn't do the whole thing where they just like invented new characters. It was just like the actual show, but with British people dubbing over the commentary. And it was just wall to wall, like real not good, like jokes about the Japanese. No bueno. Red Dwarf. We watched... Okay, no, we did. Okay, I was going to ask if we watched the paintball show. The British paintball, like, dramatized reality show on the stream, and I just remembered that we have, in fact, watched that. That show is incredible. Emulsified. It was called X. It was called something X. X. X-Force? X... Fuck, hang on. Does anybody remember the name of the paintball show? X-Fire, Nicholas coming through. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up some X-Fire. Yeah, I'm gonna put Skate on the screen so we're technically playing Skate. Sorry. I opened up OBS to select the right window of Chrome, and I discovered that the most recent thing that we were watching in Chrome on here was the Sons of Anarchy death scene, where Jax dies at the end of Sons of Anarchy. Alright, let me pop this shit on the screen. Spoilers. Jax dies at the end. Hey, it's Sele. Welcome. 16 months. I'm just gonna leave this on while we skate around for a minute. Oh, this music reminds me, the drumming specifically reminds me. Speaking of music.
Crossfire, the game show that leaves you looking a whiter shade of pale, or whatever colour emulsion was on offer at the time. It's James Bond gone mad. Gadgets, explosions, gorgeous women. Alright, I wish. This is an emulsifier, our team's best friend, and one beast of a weapon. The rules of Crossfire are simple. Each week a team will take on a brand new operation. They might be combating undesirables or undertaking investigations.
Wait, what accent does this guy have? He sounds exactly like Garth Marenghi, right? And that takes place in not Dorchester.
To buy ammo, weapons, and resurrect emulsified teammates. And whichever team scores the most by the end of the series will come back for our final mission, the chance to save the world from total destruction.
Total.
While our teams will be trying to be heroes, all heroes need an
Anyways,
nemesis. And on Crossfire, it's the Special Forces.
Special Forces.
Oh yeah, Special Forces are great.
Andrew J. Dickens, call sign AJ, rank Commander, former Royal Naval Officer, speciality weapons. Dahlia McNever-Tutor, call sign Dahlia.
Do you think that guy was really in the Royal Navy? Was this guy in the Royal Navy? It's a light Essex accent. Oh, okay.
Speciality weapons. Dalia McNevertuta, call sign, Dalia, rank, sergeant, former Lithuanian conscript, international high jumper. Morgan Johnson, call sign, Morgan, rank, sergeant, former Royal Marines, commando. Anna Luong, call sign, Little Yin, rank, private, speciality, martial arts, linguist. Helmut Strabel, call sign, Helmet.
Helmet.
Oberleutnant, former UN peacekeeper. Vanessa Upton, call sign, Claws, rank, private, speciality, undercover operations.
Those are our special forces, and this is Crossfire's first operation.
Codename retrieval. Unknown object entered Earth's atmosphere, crash landed behind enemy lines. Object, meteor, satellite, or something more sinister. Enemy's objective, secure object for top secret operation. Your objective, find out what landed.
Faith. Thank you for that,
Yes,
Faith.
an unknown object has entered the Earth's atmosphere, crash landing out there.
Can you hear
behind
Crossfire
enemy
okay,
lines.
everybody?
It could be a meteor, it could be a satellite, but if it's a giant alien bug here to probe me for just a little bit too much information, I want to know
Okay,
about it.
good.
That's their objective. Let's meet the team prepared to take it on.
Today's strike team, flat out.
Team Flat Out are all carpenters, but I've told them not to worry. There'll be plenty of tea breaks.
Name,
Jono,
age,
29.
Jono's an ex-professional footballer who gave it all up to follow the dream of woodwork.
name,
Mark,
age,
31.
Having no sense of direction, Mark, known as Mazza, is worried he'll get lost in the woods.
name,
Darren,
age,
31.
Darren says his greatest skill is team leadership, so no hard feelings about not being captain then.
name,
20.
Oh, all these good little zingers.
Tony's a daring parachute and bungee jumping action man. Yes, it's Captain Carpentry.
name, age,
Shit, I forgot. There is a
Extreme sports fan, skiing, climbing, if it's on
there's
TV,
like a
you'll
British
watch it.
superhero sort of character who's literally called Action Man, right?
Has just decorated the house. Well, this is the right show for him. Yes, welcome.
Or like a super spy kind of character. Yes, Mr. Bean.
Team captain, head of this bunch.
The best of the lot.
Best of the lot, right? Yeah. Why are you captain?
Team leadership, the best of them, definitely by far.
Action Man is RGI Joe. Oh, okay, cool.
I believe clubbing is the thing that binds you all together.
Yeah,
Now, do you adopt a pack mentality when you're out clubbing?
usually, yeah.
Are you going to try and use some of that? Maybe change the usual women as the enemy approach to the kind of to the grunts and special forces.
Whatever's there, if it's moving, we'll take it out.
Now, there's two brothers here.
That's right.
Daz. And
Daz?
Trav.
Trav.
What
Daz
actually
and
is one
Trav.
of the greatest achievements of your life is putting up with Trav. Are you expecting troubles out there? Could it get fraught?
Yeah, it could be for all very. I think it will. We're going to split them up. Yeah.
You're gonna, oh, right, that's the good tactic.
Yeah, definitely split them up.
Okay, right, well, they seem a solid team. Let's have a look at their first mission of the day.
Mission 1, find
That was a heel flip. There you go.
Crossfire intelligence, object crash landed North Perimeter Woods.
I'll turn on the game audio so you can get the skateboard noises too. Make this audio scape even richer.
Special Force ambulance. You start here, make way to ambulance, inject radiation serum, enter crash site, locate physical evidence of what has landed, repeat what has landed, finally exit woods here.
So, find the crash site and find out exactly what fell to Earth. Team Captain Jono, here is your mission dossier. You ready for the mission? Right, do you all know what you're going to do? Yeah.
Action
That's the tune.
imminent.
You know what you're going to do? Good luck. Get out there.
Gentlemen, let's set up and ship out!
Well,
Do,
here's the site where whatever it was that
did people
fell
do
is now
regular,
being
like,
done by the
non-
special forces. They say it was a meteor,
non,
but you know what?
yeah.
I'm buying it.
Regular, like, non-cinematic paintball in the UK? Is it like... I imagine that'd be a thing like British guys do, like, on their stag or whatever.
Inside, they'll find a serum.
I have an early 80s Action Man from my uncle where he can move his eyes around with a wheel on the back of his head. That's good tactical vision. He needs to cover all the angles.
Forces are rated on performance. After training for Crossfire, Morgan's number 2. Get past Morgan, and their next problem's AJ. That dodgy-looking pair he was ordering around are called grunts. AJ's the commander of the Special Forces, by the way.
Stag-type activity.
Have to go
Gotcha.
to the crash site.
Makes
I
sense.
say we look around. There's got to be some
Where their job is to
here.
retrieve anything which might tell us what landed. Scientists are already there checking the scene. our team's exit is Little Yin. She's the small girl with a big attitude. Let's see what we've given the team for the job.
Yeah, I feel like in the U.S., I don't know if it's fallen off or it's just because I'm not in high school anymore. I feel like it's like a common, like, suburban and definitely a pretty common, like, rural entertainment activity. Just like people doing like pickup games and like businesses that are just, you know, paintball businesses.
They were supposed to be here last week.
I don't know anywhere you can do paintball around here. I bet it's like a thing you gotta go like out to New Jersey to do. You gotta make it a whole to do. Hey, welcome back. That makes sense, FBC. Yeah, the place that I used to go to was in Standish, Maine. It's called Rogue. It's called Rogue Paintball. It was just run by a kindly old man and probably his family. And they had like some outdoor areas. I think they had some like stuff set up out in the woods, right? Like some scenario type stuff set out in the woods with like little fake fortresses and stuff. And then they had like an indoor area. It was just like a speedball court in a, I think it was an old horse barn. Ooh.
They're giving each other cover. That's good. Okay.
But yeah, it was usually like out in old farmland or out in the woods in Maine. And then the people like the people who did not, you know, people who owned all their own gear and, you know, lived on big tracts of land or chunks of land where they knew nobody was going to come bother them would just go set up their own games out in the middle of the woods. Oh yeah, Elvin, those are so funny. the like POV videos where like some extreme fucking sweaty tryhard will just be killing whole families on the paintball court. That happened to a friend of mine. Like, we didn't plan for it. We went to go play paintball. We're in high school. And my friend who I played a lot of Counter-Strike with, he was very proud of his Irish heritage. And I don't know if it was... we were young enough that this must have been like a family thing, and he didn't pick it up from being online, because we weren't very online in high school. Anyways, his Counter-Strike tag was IRA Assassin. And he was a very big believer in the rebel cause. And when we went to go play... when we went to go play paintball, he wore the Irish flag as a cape. Yeah, he was not... He was not a fan of the British Empire's meddling. Anyways, he was also pretty good at paintball. And we just did like a pickup game at this place, and they put us out there, and like at the end of the session he did come back and he's like, dude, I had to take out a whole family.
AJ must have been talking to Little Yin. Remember, she's guarding the team's way out. That's Mazza, and he's got to get rid of some of the blunts, or else Jono's in trouble. Jono's got him without his emulsifier. Isn't he mad? Nice of him to join in on the action. Jono's got some good evidence by the looks of it. I'd say it was time he got out of there.
Oh! Jono.
This isn't going to be easy.
Are they Are these guys mic'd or are they manually inserting the breathing sounds in ADR?
Those grunts are not liking this at all.
Hey, how did Squeezips? Welcome back.
Meteor Mike.
Ooh.
I'm heavily pinned down. I'm out of ammunition. You need to be in a fallback position to stop their retreat.
Out of ammunition? Not what I'd expect from a good scout like AJ. Be prepared. Talking of which, I hope the team are prepared for Little Yin. So, time for the team to make a run for the van. And where do those grunts keep coming from?
Yeah. Found the one that was popular during my high school era. 66 acres outside of Chicago, has 7 maps, a haunted house, an adventure course,
Only 2 men down.
and the website starts blasting bad metal music the second you open it. That sounds sick.
Hang on,
That sounds
I thought
great.
AJ was out of ammunition, but that doesn't help the situation.
Ying, I've got one down. I think there's 4 coming your way.
I mean, themed paintball
Out of those woods.
could be crazy. Imagine, like,
Darren, emulsified.
Oh, look at that. Splattered up nicely.
imagine, like, doing, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a good theme for a paintball match. I mean, yeah, fighting a bunch of paintball Draculas, right?
Heat. Emulsified.
Blimey, that's Pete down as well. It's
Imagine
just
you're,
Joe
like,
and Mazza now.
In a haunted house, shooting Draculas with paintballs.
It's just Jono left. My mistake. And he's really got to get a move on now. Time's nearly out. He's got the evidence that something...
Yo, that's crazy, Faith.
Go on, Jono.
Game over. Primary objective completed.
Jono, fantastic performance. It was fantastic. You were
They did
a third
have...
of Bruce
Some people would
Willis's
use paint knives. They weren't really knives, they're just paint brushes, right? Just to mark somebody up close if you got within range. That would be kind of fun. Knives only paintball.
But my word.
Oh shit, actually one of the most fun
For the brief 30 seconds that you were going.
one of the most fun paintball variants we came up with when we used to play was called it we called it Revolutionary War. But it was we took the hoppers off of our paintball thing, so
Will you please let your performance in?
you know the balls get into the paintball gun with gravity, right? You've got this hopper on top that's full of little balls, and the balls fall in there. Sometimes you can have belt-fed ones that speed the balls in faster than gravity. But we just took the hoppers off, and we would just have like these cylinders tied to us that had our stock of balls in it. So rather than being able to rapid fire balls, we had to individually load each one of our balls. It was a lot more tactical. It was really fun.
The wave the back me up, I'll bring them all back.
You're all coming back. Congratulations. Ready to battle again. Okay, let's have a look at their first mission status.
Primary objective 1000. Emulsifications 850. Bonuses 1125. Penalty 0. Resurrections -1000.
I think the paintball lore, which I think is true and not apocryphal, is that the paintball marker originated as a agricultural tool, specifically for marking cattle.
1,975 credits after resurrections. Well, information just in, and whatever it was that crash landed out there has now been transported to a top secret hangar.
I mean, cows got a thick fucking hide. You could you could blast a cow with a paintball gun. They probably wouldn't notice.
Welcome back to Crossfire, where this week an unidentified object has crash landed out there behind enemy lines. It's recently been moved to a top secret hangar. Obviously not that secret.
Cows are either fucking slamming their heads into each other.
Suggests a major cover-up. Before the break, our team brought back the evidence.
That's true, Trial Bite.
Here's what they found.
Sorry, I'm not skating very well because I'm very distracted by Crossfire. Oh, right in the head.
So, our team now has evidence of what landed, and it ain't no meteor, but we still need more. Team, stand by for your next mission.
I feel like the set design in this season of Crossfire is really not very good. I have a vague recollection.
Security compound. Hangar alarmed.
I feel like if anybody in chat's gonna know this, it's gonna be Nicholas off the top of their head. Was there an explicitly sci-fi themed version of this show where there were like skits in between where like people dressed as aliens would like talk and shit? Or was that a different game show that wasn't about paintball? Was that like a laser tag show? I remember watching some sort of like hybrid sci-fi game show. Sci-fi LARPy game show. That was a laser tag show. Okay. It does sound like a fever dream. I believe I was at my aunt's house in Newport, Wales when I saw it for the first time, and she may have given me a sip of her mimosa. So maybe I was a little in space. Photon. Let me check. Check on that. No, this was the this looks insane. No, well, I'm talking late 90s, very early thousands. Alright, let me jump ahead in this X-Fire episode.
Cost you 1,000 to bring them all back.
Crystal Maze. What is Crystal Maze?
The way they back me up, I'll bring them all back.
You're all coming back.
Definitely.
Louise, okay, you've got about 30 seconds. This is a good game for you. It's a 3-minute game, and it'll start from the second I close the door. In you go. You can go and watch around the corner. There's some flaps on the wall. Go and have a look. I'll turn this over. Sounds of time are running out. Will she get this game, or won't she? Who knows? Only time will tell. Now, how are we doing here? Oh, you can't do that. Come back here.
This guy looks like...
You see what you have to do? You got to get the right cog on the right sprocket.
This guy looks like the seamster, the tailor from John Wick 2, the host of the show. Looks like that guy. You know the guy in John Wick 2 who tells John Wick about the new bulletproof armor and goes, very painful.
You've got to turn the baby one. You've got to turn the small one.
No, that's going to go on the bottom middle one.
Maybe.
Wait, that's Richard O'Brien?
That's better.
No, it's not that one.
Okay. What does that mean? What does that actually mean?
The two big ones.
This is basic video game shit. I could do this.
Swap them over, you think?
Yeah, put the big one up onto that.
Anybody who's played Resident Evil would automatically win this competition.
Yeah, I think that's the sort of idea.
Yeah, try that one.
Maybe. No. No.
What time have we got?
Use your noddle. Use your noddle. You sort of had it there. You sort of had the thought there.
Helpful feedback from the outside.
Good girl. You're thinking well. Good girl. That's the idea. That's the go. That's the go.
Yeah, try that one. Go have a look, see what the time is.
That's going to go. Is that going to go?
You think so? I think just yeah. I think that's right.
That's got to go on there.
Full time's running out.
Next one on there.
I would say sort of like.
The biggest one.
You sort of have about 2 minutes, I think.
You got some good time.
A minute left. They got a minute left. You only got a minute left. My earpiece has fallen out.
Yeah,
That's right. And that goes to the bottom one.
You've got a minute.
You got a minute.
That's it.
Is that right? Yes, it's sort of right. Yes, it's all right. 45 seconds. 45 seconds. Is it going the right way?
Keep going. Plenty of time.
Keep turning. Keep turning.
Hey, they did it.
Is it going the right way?
Louise,
Okay, you've got about 30 seconds.
Louise, you're not riding the wrong way.
Faster. Get it moving back. You're doing well. Go for it, go for it, go for it.
What time have we got?
Oh, 15 seconds.
15
15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready!
Wow, pretty good. Pretty good. I do love the impish way that he leads everybody through these challenges. Oh. Yeah. You may not like it, but this is a puzzle master at peak performance.
O'Brien at your service, your elegant escort to the Crystal Maze. 6 charming companions are prepared to match their dexterity and courage against the many perplexing puzzles which lie in wait for them inside the Crystal Maze. They have only 60 minutes to get here to the Dome, where if they're very, very lucky, they may win something completely ordinary. Who are these 6? There's Debbie Hutchins, 27 years old from Cornwall, and a restaurateur. Daljet Doyle, 27 years old.
Real
from
unkind
Ilford,
to hit everybody on this with a full profile photo.
Ian Otley, 30 years old from Doncaster, and a stock controller. Vicky Griffiths, 16 years old from South Glamorgan, a student. Martin Lewis, 32 years old from Hemel Hempstead, and a systems manager. And Marilyn Chetwynd, 37 years old from Worthing, and a teacher. And Marilyn's the team captain. Why don't we go and meet them? Here we are aboard the SS Atlantis. Have you got your sea legs yet? Have you?
Maybe, Jeff.
I'm Fred. Oh, hello. Yes? Yes, Mumsy, we're here now. Yes, I'm with the contestants now. Yes, we'll see you later. Yes. I have got some clean underwear on. I have, yes.
He must be pretty old here, and he must look pretty fucking good for his age. This guy's 80 right now. Was this, what, 20 years ago?
The Crystal Maze, and we're coming in through.
Is this show from more than 20 years ago?
You'll see more of that as you go down through it. When we get to our first meeting point, we'll talk about the games we're going to play, the kind of games there are, how long they take, all that sort of stuff. In the meantime, you've got to gain entry, so I'll blow the whistle and you can start to do that, all right? Ready?
Near to 30 years ago. Holy cow.
Off you go.
Here's the level of relationship you now have with me, stream, is
where I had my pea jacket on. That's it. The old running hitch, the double pleat. There we go.
We've briefly replicated a very sacred father-child relationship dynamic where we're watching a thing and I'm on my phone looking up people on IMDb and Wikipedia to tell you how old they are and other things that they've been in. So, thank you, Bishan.
Okay, guys, follow me. Oh, sorry about that water. There's a bit of a leak there. Well, here we are. This is it. The main salon. This beautiful, beautiful ship, which I'm restoring, with Mumsy's help, of course. She's made all the curtains.
Faith. That sounds good too.
It's nice, isn't it? Well, here we are, first zone, first of 4 zones. And we're going to play some games in each zone, and the games have different categories: physical, mental, skill, and mystery. They all take between 2 and 3 minutes to play.
Oh, good bail.
And it costs you a crystal to get out. So you don't want to relinquish any of those, do you?
Anyone can be a skater.
A mystery?
Yes.
With Debbie.
Come on, Debbie. Up here. All of you, in fact. Follow me. Now, what have we got here?
Alaskan Hero, thank you very much for those big 23 months.
Until you get down the ladder, which you'll see there. And I won't start until you're sort of halfway down the ladder. I'll start the clock. In you go. Okay. A 3-minute game. You've got 3 minutes to complete this. And I'm starting the clock now. It's ticking away. Go, go, go. Can you hear us, Debbie?
That's true, bro, Olivia. We're onto something good here. Oh shit.
Yeah, she can hear you. Right, what's she gonna do?
Yeah, I feel like there's a sort of, not just between parents and children, but with any two people, there's this shifting dynamic of you are either the one not paying attention to the thing and mildly irritating somebody else because you're not paying attention to the thing, or you are the one who is mildly irritated that somebody else is not paying attention to the thing. And just because you're one day doesn't mean you're not going to be the other one the next day.
A tart of the Pirate's Temple.
In the water! In the water! There might be a bottle of rum there. Is one of them rum? Okay, quickly. Chop, chop.
That also depends on the thing. It's not to say that it's always going to be an uneven balance of power there. I think sometimes you're both happy to be either focused on the thing or not focused on the thing, and that's fine too. Mozart Goat says, "You just described my living room right now." Oh! What are we watching? We are watching, this is called The Crystal Maze. This was a tip from some of our British viewers in the chat. I feel like Twitch streams are a thing in general where the whole household is usually fine doing their other activities, being on that phone, as it were, playing Switch games. I've been watching a lot of movies lately too, just popping on a movie again, and I'm okay. I'm doing better at knowing that sometimes I can be in the same room as somebody and I can put a movie on, and I don't need them to pay attention to the movie. I'm watching that movie for me. I'd be watching that movie if I was alone.
What did you do about that? How do you feel about that? First game.
Oh!
Well, it is a bit devastating. It's going to get very wet and soggy there.
I watched, Sock says, me and my roommate were watching TV yesterday and we both had our phones up and idly playing a gotcha game and thought I was looking at his phone during a good part, so I briefly looked over him and he immediately looked at me too. We made eye contact. I know he got me checking if he was paying attention. Oh no, Socks. Move out. Move out.
To resolve this. Very simple. Piece of cake. In you go.
Titus, yeah, I've seen Mad God a couple times. It rocks. I'm very, very excited for that to hopefully come out on some sort of physical media release. I watched it, my friend Morgan did a screening of it back when it was in the Honolulu Film Festival, and they had like you could buy a virtual pass for that and then watch some of the films. So she did that and we watched it on there, and then I did that again by myself. That was actually one of the ones where I put that one on and I was upset that that my partner was on that phone. I was like, do you not understand how long it took to make this film? I didn't actually say that. I got over it. Saw Mad God on the on the big screen, and it was overwhelming. Holy cow. Were you kissing? Yeah, Mad God was sick. I did not get to see it on the big screen, though. I would love to see it on a big screen sometime soon. Laughing. Okay. I was gonna say, like, what's the setup there? If your friend's looking over, like, hey, you getting some right now, homie? No, I've never kissed in a movie theater, and I don't think I ever will. Faith, that's a good strat. If they don't recognize what's going on. And, come on. Oh, Jesus Christ, Nicholas. Had an intense makeout session while at the movies to see the Mark Wahlberg vehicle, Four Brothers. The thing about kissing during a movie is what it is doesn't matter. Like, it can be literally the dumbest, worst shit imaginable. And it is both entirely appropriate and also the kind of thing where literally any movie you say you kissed somebody or did something else during, it's going to be funny. Made out during The Crow. See, exactly, that's an incredible example. That's funny. Cicadas, yeah, not on here, but goddamn.
Hasn't improved. If they're not What a pity that Debbie got locked in on the first game. Because you've only got 2 crystals. Now, do you want to buy her out before we go on? Or do you think we want to go on to the next zone and make your decision now?
I think we'll go on to the next zone and try and get just a few more crystals.
Okay, now we're going to Aztecia.
Gummy Sword, you did the right thing. You gotta pay attention to the drifting.
So, 2 crystals, 10 seconds of time. Some locked in, Debbie's locked in. Must get her out sometime. Let's play some more games.
I wonder how many fucking parents in the early to mid-thousands learned to be suspicious when they heard a looping DVD menu somewhere in their home.
Give you 2 minutes to feed the gods. Here you go. Go for it. Feed the gods. Use that chute. Go all in the chute. Okay. That's the top god up there. Did you know God is an animal?
Yo, what up, Lizzie?
Marvelous. Bet you never... Timing's everything. Timing is absolutely everything. No? Yeah! Close. Very close. You've got 1.5 minutes left. You've got 30 seconds already. No, timing's off. Timing's off.
Very close, yeah.
Not close enough there.
I will say the best DVD menus were the ones that would, and not just for illicit kissing reasons. Oh, fuck me. In general, the best DVD menus would be the ones that would eventually turn the music off. Because like when I was a teenager, I would just get distracted by shit, and I'd walk off and I'd go do something. When I go do something else, I just leave a DVD on and I come back or I just get used to hearing like the Arrested Development ukulele jingle for like 2 hours in the background, and I wouldn't go up and go turn it off. I think the Samurai Jack DVD oh no, the other thing was like you'd fall asleep. I'd fall asleep with a DVD on, and then I would just be hearing the Samurai Jack DVD menu looping for like 2 hours in my dreams. Ultra Fiesta rules.
10 seconds.
1 more go.
Last try.
Oh.
Come out.
5, 4, 3, 2. You were getting the hang of it. You're just getting in the swing. 10 seconds. Another 3.
I'm trying to remember one of the Muppet movies. I think one of the versions of the Muppet Christmas Carol I had like a very involved DVD menu where like the characters would like shuffle out and come out and start talking to you after a certain period of time. So that one was kind of freaky. Like Muppets would come, they shot custom stuff for the DVD menu.
Okay, you ready? You've got 2 minutes to do this. You can help him. You can watch through that window there, and clock's running. That's fine. Okay.
DVD menu for Hot Fuzz was really good. And Hot Fuzz Special Edition was really good. I think Edgar Wright's brother actually did all the design for that stuff. I miss DVD menus, probably from an accessibility standpoint, probably incredibly bad. Brushy.
Three crystals.
Like Gladiator.
Now this is very good news.
DVDs. Miss DVDs.
You've got to move on as quickly as you can. Don't go in a relaxed kind of casual cavalier fashion. Go in to win. So 15 seconds of time, not bad.
Yeah, I miss special features. Special features were so cool.
Just here, okay? You got 2 minutes.
It's a bummer that they're like only a thing in like boutique DVDs now, like special releases and stuff.
Okay. You're gonna need 4 balls in the win pocket. So that means any balls that go into the lose.
Brushy, that sounds good.
That's a good one. That's a win one. That's right. Oh, that's a lost one.
Lord of the Ring did have special features. They were good. Do Blu-rays not have special features? Never got into Blu-rays. Some of them do. They're usually not... I don't know.
Take your time.
I'm trying to think.
And again. We'll do it again. Yes. And again.
I feel like commentaries specifically kind of fell off.
Yes. Yes, you're doing well because you need those 4 more balls in the plus basket when you're doing the lines. So keep Concentrate again. Take your time. Yes.
Oh yeah, Gummy Sword. I remember those. Those were so fucking funny. The ones that they would put on after Game of Thrones, where those two guys would just say the most obvious fucking stuff you'd ever heard in your life.
Keep watching that ball. Keep watching it. Yes.
So when we decided to have the corners of Arya's mouth go down in this scene, we're really thinking about communicating that she was feeling sad. And so we really wanted to reinforce that in the script, so that's where DB came up with a line, I'm quite sad about this, John.
Debbie out or us.
Yes, I like to buy
You would like to feel... Who are you going to send back?
Gouges, perhaps.
Meme Shard, what up?
I want you to go down there, the way we came. Now, when you get to the end, push the grill out. Okay, up the steps and better out of the cell at the top, okay? She is dry. She might have dried up by now, but she's not. Find her a towel.
Hang on, what's on the Tombstone DVD?
Flag or something, rather. Okay, see you later. Bye. Let's play another game.
Ah, good work, Meme Shard.
Come on. Nice physical game for you. This is a 3-minute automatic lock.
The Matrix comment... I think we've talked about how good the Matrix commentary tracks were. They had really good commentary tracks on the Matrix. They had the filmmakers, they had an actor's commentary track, they had a composer's commentary track where it turned off all of the sound effects and VO, and it was just the soundtrack and the composer talking about the soundtrack to the film. Any movie where they get John Carpenter and Kurt Russell in the commentary booth together is really good, because they just sound like they're really fucking high, and they laugh a lot at the stuff that happens in the movie. And a lot of times those commentary tracks are recorded significantly after the film, so it's kind of like they're watching it again for the first time, so they'll laugh at all the gags and stuff. Any commentary track with Arnold Schwarzenegger is really funny because he literally just says what's happening in the scene that's happening as he's remembering it. So like, oh yeah, this is the scene where I get dressed and ready to fight the enemies.
3 minutes left. See, when I first bought this, I thought, oh, the blues. Only 3 notes in the blues. B, A, and B. How can I go wrong? They're going to blow 3 notes and piece of cake. It's all on the suck, you see. There's a suck note. That's the way it works.
Everybody's seen the Ben Affleck talking about Michael Bay commentary clip, right?
Debbie, I've come to buy you out.
No? No? Alright, hang on. We've got enough no's that I have to pull this up. 1 second.
You're doing very well. Just speed it up slightly. Alright, that's a good girl. You got a minute left.
God, it's so fucking good.
Alright, this shot is one of my favorites. This sequence, I have to admit, gives me little goosebumps. I just think it's so cool and shot so dramatically, you know.
I address you tonight not as the President of the United States.
All this stuff was shot the summer before the movie of like the people around the country. Kind of looks like a Miller Genuine Draft commercial, but I really like those commercials.
We shot these Americana bits actually.
Looks like a Miller Genuine Draft commercial. Hey, I don't know if this is the right one.
France for Cannes Film Festival, I actually went to a couple places in
No,
France.
it's not.
And
Hang
then
on.
I went to a place in
I asked Michael why it was easier to train oil drillers to become astronauts than it was to train astronauts to become oil drillers, and he told me to shut the fuck up. So that was the end of that talk. He was like, Ben, just shut up, okay? This is a real plan, all right? I was like, you mean it's a real plan at NASA to train oil drillers? He was like, just shut your mouth. See, here's where we demonstrate that, because Bruce is going to tell the guys that they did a bad job of building the drill tank. He did a piss. See, he's a salt-of-the-earth guy. And the NASA nerdonauts don't understand his salt-of-the-earth ways, his rough-and-tumble ways. Like, somehow they can build rocket ships, but they don't understand, like, what makes a good tranny.
We've had them training for 8 months solid now. 8 whole months? Well, pretty much, yeah. Oh, gee whiz.
Like 8 whole months, as if that's not enough time to learn how to drill a hole. But in a week, we're going to learn how to be astronauts. 1 whole week? How to fly into space?
Antiquated
I need my guys.
technical term for
Why do you need
transmission.
They're the best. Everyone's the best. Why are they the best? I don't know. They just
Mechanics. Been using it for a while. I don't know if it... yeah, but not anymore.
You want to send these boys into space? Fine. I'm sure they'll make good astronauts. They don't know jack
Predates
about
the slur.
drilling.
Okay.
I mean, this is a little bit of a logic
But
stretch,
still.
let's face it. They don't know jack about drilling. How hard can it be? Aim the drill at the ground and turn it on.
sorry.
Drill a hole.
Gotta back
There's
it
a
up.
lot you gotta turn and turn it. How hard can it be? Aim the drill at the ground and turn it on. Just drilling a hole. There's a lot you gotta know about. And when you're gonna snap off an edge in a tranny on a corner of a hot pipe, and you're gonna get a gas pocket. Like, yeah, well, what about when the booster rockets don't fire and your EVA suit and your zero gravity, you know? Didn't you see Apollo 13, boy?
Yeah. Oh.
Why do you need them? They're the best. Everyone's the best. Why are they the best? I don't know. They just are.
I'm only the best because I work with the best. If you don't trust the men you're working with, you're as good as dead. You want to send these boys into space? Fine. I'm sure they'll make good astronauts. But they don't know jack about drilling.
I mean, this is a little bit of a logic stretch, let's face it. They don't know jack about drilling. How hard can it be? Aim the drill at the ground and turn it on. You think it's just drilling a hole? There's a lot you gotta know about. And when you're gonna snap off an edge in a tranny on a corner of a hot pipe, and you're gonna get a gas pocket. Like, yeah, well, what about when the booster rockets don't fire and your EVA suit and your zero gravity, you know? Didn't you see Apollo 13, boy?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, God. That's so funny.
I think the biggest nightmare of the entire shoot was 3 weeks before first day of principal photography. I went to see the spacesuits after I signed off on many drawings and samples and whatnot. And I went to see it for the first time, and I realized it looked like an Adidas jogging suit on a rack. That's where I almost killed myself, because if you don't have cool spacesuits, your entire movie is just screwed, bottom line.
God. You're right. Holy cow, he does sound like a home movies character. Oh, God.
Get in here.
Okay.
Bring it in.
Hello.
I don't know what you're doing out there. What are you doing out there?
I was just, yeah.
Because in my mind, soccer's played with a ball, right?
I wasn't trying. I was trying to run towards the goal.
You're not getting points by running through the goalpost. The ball has to go through. Brendan, I'm going to show you something, all right? Maybe this will give you a little incentive.
All right.
Look at my arm right there. See that?
Yeah.
I got that when I was 18 years old. I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
I regret it, because this tattoo don't come off.
Right.
I have a tattoo of a cow's head, because I love that cheese then. So I get the cow, I go in there, I'm a little drunk. And I say, give me that cow head from that cheese. I love that cheese.
Uh-huh.
Now I have a cow, a cheese cow on my arm, Brendan. Don't get a tattoo. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
Play soccer. Brendan, take a look at my chest.
I gotta go, Mr. McGurk.
No, I'm serious. Look at that.
No, that's nice, Mr.
You know what that is right there? That's the
field.
woman from the Chiquita Banana. I got that tattoo on my chest. I'm an idiot. I got trademark products all over my body. It's like going to a market because I was drunk one night.
Wow.
Don't live like me.
Right.
All right? Now you go out there and play great. Cheese, then. So I get the cow. I go in there. I'm a little drunk. And I say, give me that cow head from that cheese. I love that cheese.
Uh-huh.
Now I have a cheese cow on my arm, Brendan. Don't get a tattoo. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
Play soccer. Brendan, take a look at my chest.
I gotta go, Mr. McGurk.
No, I'm serious. Look at that.
No, that's nice, Mr.
You know what that is right there? That's the woman from the Chiquita Banana. I got.
Very good. What's the Bye Bye Greasy?
Quick, Rick, you're the best drag racer I've ever seen.
Come on.
You're the best drag racer I've ever seen.
Damn it. Oh, boy. What's cooking?
Hold on the window.
Hey, Hank.
What?
Oh, you're young and foolish.
No one will ever beat.
I'm older and wiser and...
No one will ever beat you, Quick, Rick.
Right, what?
Hold down the window.
Can't roll it down. It's broken. Just play the music. Gladys! I'll race to feel the wind in my face, and I'll race to feel alive, and I'll race to feel like I own this place, and I'll race until I die. And I'll race against the other racers, and I'll race with one big shout. And I'll race against the clock, and I'll race.
One of the funniest things that you can do in comedy. I got to get a list going on this stream of the funniest comedic tools. One of them is a guy entering a frame in a funny way. Another one is match cutting a change in audio quality with Lazarus Handshake. Thank you so much. Another one is match cutting a change in audio quality with a camera cut. So somebody talking like normal goes for them talking like behind a door in a funny way or something. That's a good one.
Against myself, and
You can do it multiple times in the same scene too, and it's funny. Another like a cousin of that gag is where you cut to another room and you hear what's going on in the other. John Wick, of all films, John Wick 2 has an incredible one of those Peter Stormare's reaction shots in the opening sequence when John shows up in the garage and he's just fucking whipping the shit out of all the guys who work in that garage, and you're ungodly things are happening and they're showing all the things happening, but then they just keep cutting back to Peter Stormare with the muffled audio of it in the background. Oh man. Chief Chongo, thank you. 3 months.
Whoop. Okay. Move out. You two. Move aside. I gotta back up. Oh my God. Somebody move that box. Oh, this.
Yeah, if you were a car instead of a boy, you'd have headlights instead of eyes. You were a car instead of a boy.
My name is Walter. And my name is Perry. And we're auditioning for Bye Bye Greasy. No,
Bye
really?
bye
Boo, 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 boo,
Okay, stop.
You thought I would. Brendan, what about actually being an audition? Yeah. Antonio, Carl. I think you would have been happier if you were born a car instead of a boy. If you were a car instead of a boy, you'd have headlights instead of eyes and tires instead of feet. If you were a car instead of a boy, you'd have... Hey, what the
Sorry. No, I don't have a date.
Yeah, Home Movie is an underrated show and holds up pretty damn well. All right, let me put some more dumb shit on the screen for a little while we play Skate for a while longer. What's some dumb television programming? Let's see if there's any. What's that? Dr. Katz, I remember that one. That was good. Wonder Chosen. That was actually a formative program for me. Oh, it's up on what? Now let's listen to some video game soundtracks. Big O. God, Space Ghost was so good. I remember the way that he'd move his hands between his arms. So funny. Archive.org. Okay. Let's just listen to some music. If you were a car instead of a boy, you'd have headlights instead of eyes and tires instead of feet. Beef. Hey, Mike. Oh, yeah, Moltar. That makes sense. Yep. I wondered if it was a Space Ghost thing. Yeah, let me pop open my challenge map. Who was the shit? Zorak was the shitty little praying mantis, right? Alright, restart. I know it's like when people like ask people about weird creative works, and they're like, "Oh, you guys must have been really stoned when you came up with that one, right?" You guys must smoke a lot of weed when you're coming up with these ideas. I know that's a funny trite thing. I do feel like first wave Adult Swim is just legitimately TV by really stoned people for really stoned people. Ah, shit. What was first wave of Adult Swim, right? It was I remember seeing the Williams Street tag on the end of Space Ghost, and what was it, Brack Show, the next one that they did before Aqua Teens? I was 17, right, in like 2005, so I was extremely into Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Space Ghost breaks. C-Lab, right, C-Lab. Great theme song on C-Lab. Theme song by Calamine, if I remember. Oh, Harvey Birdman, attorney at law, yep. Back when you could just get Stephen Colbert to do stuff. Well, that's true. It's C-Lab 2021, right?
Oh, I've definitely had better death race days. How you gonna beat me? All right, I'll give it to you. Nice work. I was about to say no shade to the people who work on X show, and then I realized I can't finish that sentence and actually have the feeling behind it be true, the intent behind it be true. So I'm just gonna come out and say it. I am frequently shocked to learn how long Squidbillies has been on the air. I just compared how long Squidbillies has been on the air compared to how often I've heard anybody talk about Squidbillies. It's one of it's one of those ones where I wonder if it's in a contract somewhere that there must always be a Squidbillies. I used to walk past a Squidbillies billboard a couple times, or I mean, it's not up anymore. But there was, yeah, like within my time of living in New York,
last few years, walking back and forth to work through towards the train and seeing a Squidbillies billboard. Yeah. Like an expensive one, Brushy. It's like one of the high traffic, like expensive Williamsburg ones on my walk to the ferry. Squid billboard. That's right. Goddamn good one, Sin. Yeah, is it like a who's the guy from Office Space who isn't fired because they forgot that he works there? Is it one of those? Milton. Yeah, what were... yeah, 12-ounce mouse was another one from that era. There was Perfect Hair. Was another one of like the extremely like stonery shows. Had a great soundtrack, right? MF Doom, back when he was collaborating with Adult Swim a lot, did some stuff for that show. But I think that show was also like probably another one of their more insensitive productions. It was like all this weird fake anime shit, but in like a really offensive kind of Grand Theft Auto humor style. Ugh. Bump Queen, this is a song from the Sonic Adventure 2 soundtrack. This one is Throw It All Away, theme of Shadow. I remember watching, yeah, I remember what, yeah, Tenchi Muyo, the edited Western release of Tenchi, where they had paint bathing suits over all the boobies. Yeah, I was, pliable. I was a... And... Duckman? Yep. I just remembered Duckman. Thank you for reminding me of Duckman. Remember Stripperella? I think that was another Spike TV joint. The Stan Lee's Stripperella. Featuring Pamela Anderson. Yeah, we were close to something with Adult Swim though. Anime, Tenchi Muyo, painting bathing suits over boobies. Oh yes, mistranslations. Them calling the sake tea. I am a victim of the Pokemon jelly donut localization trap. Is anybody else aware of this? I have not heard of this. So there's an early episode of Pokemon, the original animated series, where Brock or Ash, I forget which one, they're eating onigiri, and I don't know if the person doing the localization didn't know what onigiri was or could not think of a parallel for American audiences. So when Brock is eating these onigiri, he goes, I sure love jelly donuts. So I thought for a really long time that they were donuts. When I'd see that representation of food, right? Like I didn't know it was rice and seaweed. I thought the seaweed part was like, I still thought it was weird that he said jelly donuts, because I was like, well, that looks like chocolate. That looks like chocolate and coconut, right? I thought it was like one of those pastries that's like chocolate cupcake and like coconut crusting all over the top of it. Yeah, what did Faith say? What did Faith say? Later on, they started editing onigiri visually in Pokemon to be like photos of a single saltine cracker. Oh, man. If Rose was here, she would tell us all about the elaborate gun edits from One Piece. She has told me about those in the past.
Yo, how you been?
Oh, speaking of One Piece, I'm 100 something, maybe like 150 issues into it now. They are on the Winter Island where that cool witch lives now.
Look, I can see their parachutes.
They're okay. That's another great localization bit. Removing any mention from Dragon Ball of anybody killing anybody, and anytime you absolutely need to communicate the intent behind killing, saying destroy. Drum Island. That's right. Okay, so that's where I'm at now. I'm on the Drum Island. My question is, does anybody know if the version of One Piece that's on Netflix is the 4Kids version, or is it a uncensored version? Like, I've seen blood a few times in it, so I'm guessing it is not the censored children's TV version. Funimation? Okay, cool. I think I've also seen somebody drink on it, drink alcohol. Cool. Yeah, I've been putting on episodes of One Piece to sort of get caught up with. I don't think I'm going to get caught up with my reading anytime soon because it's such a quick read, and I'm going through it so quickly. But I want to see some of the stuff animated. Oh, hell yeah, Sev. I love Luffy so far. Luffy's great. Like top tier, aspirational, dumb, strong guy. Oops. I think my favorite one of the boys is Sanji, though. Because I think I really like the way he's illustrated. I like his proportions. I like that he just wears the all-black suit, right? And so they can just like stretch him out in really cool ways when he's doing his kicks. He's just really well designed for like what his character's whole thing is, which is doing cool kicks. I will love Frankie. Okay. Yeah, the Skeleton Man has not joined the crew yet. Yeah, I agree with Chonga. Yeah, One Piece is not a good, like, quick one-and-done anime, but Samurai Champloo rocks. One Piece is sort of a long-term project, right? I picked it up not expecting to burn through it as quickly as I have so far, and just to have a thing that I'll always consistently have if I feel like opening up my Shonen Jump app and looking at something. But I've actually been fairly compelled by it, and I'm burning through it pretty quick. It's just a really good low-pressure read, right? I figure maybe that it's going to reach a point where, like, the characters are in more danger, or I'm more concerned about the characters getting fucked up or something, but right now it's just like, it's just a silly action anime with really wacky characters, and I fucking love the art. I love the character designs. I love the way Oda draws. It's like hugely inspiring to somebody who eventually wants to get my ass in gear and like work on some comics projects, just to see a thing where every single character is just an absolute weirdo, right? And you know, the illustrators having a ton of fun with all of the designs. Just coming up with guys and then finding things for them to do. Oh, thank you, Sin.
Yeah, man, what's up? It's like that?
Toriyama's great at that too. Unfortunately, like, he doesn't get to extend that sort of joyful inventiveness to his main characters, really, because they all have to look cool, right? But just like the little guys Toriyama will come up with to be toadies or disposable villains are all incredible. Oh yeah, I mean, personality-wise, Goku rocks. I watched Dragon Ball Z Super Broly, I think 2 times in the last 2 weeks. The first time it was an intentional thing. We put it on because we wanted to watch it. And then the second time it was just like, I was testing out... I was testing out a projector at my parents' house. and I put it on for a minute, and then I was like, oh, but what if we just watch the whole thing? Chonga, DBZ Super is just like an entirely self-contained thing. If you just want to spend like an hour and a half just going goo goo and gaga at some insane Dragon Ball shit happening. Like the central plot device of that film, the reason why Frieza shows up on Earth in DBZ Super Broly is legitimately a joke. It is so fucking funny. I have tickets to go see the new DBZ Super movie. I was very apprehensive at first because I saw that they've fully transitioned to like a 3D style for it. And I was like, I don't know if I really want to sit through that. But then I saw the trailer and I was like, it's still not exactly what I want to see. But I saw that it was very, very Piccolo-centric, and I just want to go support my boy Piccolo. We stand Piccolo. Stream Piccolo. Oh yeah, for sure, Chongo. There's a couple 3D segments in Broly that are incredible. They're sparing, right? Like not every fight uses that style, but then one or two fights you see them shift gears into the 3D style, and it's actually really good. They use it to very good effect. Piccolo is the best dad in Dragon Ball. Hey, he's not really. He's very mean to Gohan. But at least he's there. Goku's off fucking running around on Snake Way. Oh, yeah, that's right, Chongo. I forgot about his... Like, yeah, I didn't know that as a kid either. But then I started seeing... When I lived in Texas, a couple miles from Mexico. I think back in like 99 or 2000. And the localization market for anime was way different in Mexico. There was a much bigger demand for it. So they had already localized original Dragon Ball and GT at that point. So I remember watching Spanish dubs of original Dragon Ball and GT and just not know who any of the fucking people were. Yeah, that's right, Matt. I think that was the right timing, because I remember like seeing Cell and shit on like UPN. Definitely seeing like the Frieza saga on like UPN before it was on Cartoon Network or whatever. And meanwhile, in Mexico, they're already on GT. I remember all the like theoretical Super Saiyan levels, right? Like going online, like 1999, 2000, and spending a while to download a JPEG of what Super Saiyan 9 looked like, and just having no clue if what you're looking at was real or not. Protest Kid says, as a Mexican, it can't be overstated how much Mexicans love anime. It was fucking cultural cachet in my middle school. Like, I went to a rough middle school. But like being able to draw anime characters and like Pokemon and stuff was like the thing that gave me value. Like, kids who did not like me would come to me for drawings of their favorite Pokemon. But yeah, it was just a DBZ silk shirts were the cool shit. Like, literally, like, the coolest kids in the school, right? And I don't mean like cool in like the cool rich kid way. I mean like the coolest kids who were like, who had the most credibility, the most like respect and fear on their names, were the kids who also had the fucking coolest silk DBZ Goku shirts. I always wanted to play Magic. Would have got my ass beat. Only DB and Yu-Gi-Oh were okay to watch. There's a very good tweet that was going around a while ago. It said like the surest litmus test to know if you're from the global south is if you can find pictures of Goku wearing your traditional garb. And Faith says, when I was 12, I got two XL white shirts from AC Moore, and then drew the casts of Sailor Moon and Naruto respectively on them in Micron pen. Did you still have them? Do you have pictures of them, Faith? That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Ooh. What was the... Never mind, I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck. Tell you what. One of the things that kids these days do have better is, watching anime. Way easier. Also, on top of it just being harder to get back in the day, it was so prohibitively expensive. Right? Like, I think to get the full run of Furikuri, I think that was like spread out. Well, that's like a, all in all, what, like a 4 or 5 hour show? But it was spread out across like 4 DVDs, and each one of them cost like $27. Yeah. You had to go to the special section of Borders. Suncoast video. We didn't have Suncoasts, or I never went into Suncoasts, at least. I remember Strawberries. I remember, like, looking I think, like, Borders did have an anime section. Best Buy would have some of, like, the more basic stuff, like, I think you could get Full Metal Alchemist in its original run at, like, Best Buys. I watched Full Metal Alchemist when it was still coming out on DVD in the United States. I'm not talking Brotherhood, I'm talking the run before Brotherhood, which is so different. The summer, I think, after my first year of college, my friend Chad, in an absolute Chad move, did give me a hard drive with a couple hundred episodes of Bleach and Naruto on it, which I hadn't watched before. I think I made really good progress with Bleach for a while, and very poor like, I definitely remember being, like, in a depressive stupor on the couch in the basement, just watching Naruto for several days, but I don't think in the scope of Naruto that really covers much Naruto. I don't remember if I got to the exam arc. Naruto? Do I need to say Naruto? Naruto? Naruto. 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 I need to... No, you're right. I need to learn that one. It's pronounced Boruto's dad. Because how hard I cringe when I hear somebody say Yakuza. I need to start saying Naruto. Dorito. Dorito. Oh yeah, yeah. It's a Miike film, right? Huh. I've been thinking about Yakuza lately. I don't think it's time for any sort of rewatch or replay. Maybe it's getting close to a time for a replay of Kiwami 2. But I did, on my PS5, I did download Yakuza 7 again, and I might try to get across the finish line on that one. I think I still probably have like 30, 40 hours to go in the story, but... Yeah, 7 is like a dragon. 7 is the turn-based one. And it's great. The combat system is really fun. Very reminiscent of like Dragon Quest, but with some fun sort of real-time, more dynamic twists. Super Mario RPG. Yeah, that's a good good reference point. Also, I just love Ichiban. I think Ichiban's a great protagonist. He's a good, he's a good protagonist, and he's fun and different from Kiryu in cool ways. Because he is much less emotionally repressed than Kiryu. And I'm not saying, I mean, I think Kiryu's insane emotional repression is one of the funny and charming things about his character. I think, no, I do think that. I like that. I think he should keep being like that. But it is also fun to have a character who, like, is willing to scream and cry and tell you exactly how he's feeling. Oh, hell yeah, Chongo. Did you get around to finishing Zero yet? It's okay if the answer is no, not quite yet. Okay, got trapped in real estate. Yeah. These games have traps in them. Oh shit, Chongo, the club management minigame, when you get to Kiwami 2, oh, it's gonna fucking take off for you. You're gonna be there for a while. Huge upgrade to club management in Kiwami 2. Oh yeah. Shit, hang on. I want to listen to the song, the club management song, when you're dressing up your hosts. I gotta find what it's called now. Yeah, I found it. Here we go. So yeah, this is the song that plays when you're picking out outfits for your you're doing makeovers on the hosts who work at your host club. Yeah, you're right. I think that's when you like go deeper into a menu. The vocals come in, but Grizzy, if you mainline the story in them, I'd say you can get through most of them in like 25 hours, 25 to 30 hours. Some of them are longer than others. What I would do is like pick one or two of them and just really allow yourself to just like get lost in them and do all the fun side shit, and then mainline the other ones as you see fit. There we go. Yeah, Chongo, I'd say Kiwami 2 might be the best for that. That's the one where they upgraded to the new Dragon engine. So the city looks incredible. It's just genuinely incredible. And it's also got the best club management game. And I think overall it's just my favorite Yakuza game that I've played. They've all been great, though. They've all been incredible. Yeah, Pigeon, that's true. Just say you're maximizing stats. Yakuza 3. Faith, is Yakuza 3 the one you had me skip? Right, okay, yes. Yeah, on Faith's advice, I just watched the cutscenes and some plot summary for Yakuza 3. In my early pandemic Yakuza marathons. I skipped 3! What, should I go back and play 3, Protest Kid? Am I a fake Yakuza gamer? If they do a Kiwami 3, I will absolutely go back to 3. I think after playing Yakuza 1, Yakuza Kiwami, and then jumping, yeah, that's really what it was, I think. It was like jumping into Dragon Engine for Kiwami 2 was just like, yeah, taking a step backwards for a game that my various trusted Yakuza sources told me was not one of the better ones, was gonna hinder my momentum. It is definitely a body shock coming out of 2. God, yeah, Majima is so good in Yakuza 0. I feel like Yakuza 0 and Yakuza Kiwami are just the ultimate shot and chaser for anybody who's just like looking for fiending for some fucking Majima stuff. he really falls off in the later games. I mean, he's always incredible, but like his presence is less heard. That's right, Chonga. Did I ever tell you? Okay. I interviewed the creator of Yakuza briefly. I wasn't in there alone. I was in there with Plant. It was E3 a couple years ago, a couple E3s ago, and they put me in the room across the table from them, and it was before Judgment came out, and this guy's drip is off the fucking charts. He was wearing a acid wash Canadian tuxedo covered in little stickers, or yeah, like covered in like little like rainbow character stickers, and a deep V-neck, and he had like all of his chains and his rings and his sunglasses, I think, up on his head. But I tried to ask him about, like, he lied to me, is what happened. He lied to me, or he either lied to me or he didn't, or he doesn't know what happens in the games he makes. Because I was asking him about like the humor in the games and like the balance between you know, the off the wall humor and the extreme like melodrama in the Yakuza series. And he told me that that Judgment was going to be a much more serious game. The scenario is much more serious, and you're not going to see a lot of that sort of weird stuff. And then I fucking played Judgment. I was like, why would this guy? Why? He was just fucking with me, maybe. That's true. That is right, Protest Kid. He says in interviews when people ask him about his fashion, he says, he says, I just let my girlfriends dress me. Maybe Faith, he could have been thinking about Judgment too, because like with the dev cycle, like these games take a long time to localize, so he could have actually been thinking about Judgment too. Yeah, he's a odd guy. He left the team, right? He's not going to be working on the future Yakuza games, or he went to go start his own thing. That's sad. I'm guessing the team there probably has a pretty good idea of how to make a Yakuza game at this point, though. Muscle Jones. Yeah, that's my friend Steve. So yeah, these are bots. These are like AI characters. Just they all have the names of my friends who used to play Skate with me. Nicholas, I think the guy who makes the Yakuza games might be too cool to hang out with Hideo Kojima. Oh, dang it. Fart.pdf, I would start with Yakuza 0. And then Yakuza Kiwami. Sin, I'm afraid not. That's potential copyright strike territory. That's a real ass song. Yes, Ox, check it out. It is like legitimately a very good classic Japanese style RPG with a lot of very fun modern stuff in it. And it's just, it is, you know, it's like a Yakuza game. It's got extreme heights of comedy and silliness and extreme melodrama in full commitment and frequent alternation. Oof. Yeah, though, one time my channel got an actual copyright strike was from the Screaming Cowboy thing from This Town Ain't Big Enough. It's okay, Faith. It's been scrubbed from my channel. When Pokimane got in trouble for streaming Last Airbender or whatever, I think to make it fair that they scrubbed her copyright strike, I think they gave everybody else a freebie. So my account finally went down to 0 out of 3 strikes. So we got a little bit of work. We got room. Oh, yeah, Kuma, did you have strikes from DJing? No Christmas donkey strike. Yeah, no, I don't think... I don't remember if that part of the stream got muted. But we didn't get a strike for that. Fuser. That fucking sucks. Well, I mean, the thing with Twitch soundtrack, or whatever the Twitch functionality is, like that the stream safe music, is it's only stream safe. That music is not VOD safe. There's like some wacky shit going on where you need to, like, if you post the VODs, you need to post a version of the VOD that doesn't have the music in it. Ad for Pampers just came on one of my tabs and he thought it was an alert from my channel. We gotta get some diaper alerts on here. I've just been skating the same fucking pool for like an hour. I'm just losing track of time. Thank you for the piss. Damn, Driz. You'll get him next time. Or the time after that. Yeah, Kumo, multiplayer servers are still up. Me and Mike were in here playing horse a couple weeks ago. I don't think I'm ever going to make it to Celestial and Guilty Gear. I just don't play enough. Maybe if I recommit. I'm super excited for EVO this weekend, though. The big fighting game tournament, for those of you who don't follow fighting games. EVO, which is like the largest fighting game tournament, is happening this weekend. So if you have been thinking about fighting games or thinking about getting into fighting games and you want to watch some of the best people playing them, check out some Twitch streams from EVO this weekend. Shit, and we'll probably get some fighting game news too, right? Because EVO is the place where those announces would happen. I'm guessing we'll get like some character teases for Strive. I will shit my pants live on stream if we get a Tekken announcement. If they fucking show Tekken 8, if they show the text Tekken 8 on the screen, maybe some Project L news at EVO. Yes, I have a feeling you're right on that one, yeah. What do I want in Tekken 8? God, that's a tough question. It's like, I think that is honestly a question that probably better be answered by somebody who's played Tekkens besides Tekken 7. I think from listening to those Tekken old heads, I think one of the things that I want is to de-stiffen the movement a little bit. I think a lot of people have been playing Tekken for the Tekken series longer than me feel like the movement in Tekken 7 is a little nerfed, a little cranked down. And having played a bit of like Tekken 6 and Tekken 5 in arcades recently, I think I agree. I don't want them to go ahead and be the mean gamer snob and say I don't want a Korean backdash shortcut. I want Korean backdashing to continue to exist because it's fun. Just because it's fun. I want them to remove Negan. I want Negan Walking Dead out of Tekken. Yo, fuck, Lance. If they announced a new Darkstalkers, I think there'd be a lot of shit and a lot of pants. I think I'd also want, for Tekken, better tutorials so I can get more of my friends to play Tekken with the assurance that there's actually going to be some sort of structure for teaching them the fundamentals of Tekken. And honestly, I think this will be a natural a natural side effect of creating a new game. I want fewer characters on the roster. To, again, limit the amount of knowledge that an individual needs to have before they can play the game. Noctis is still in Tekken, yeah. Yeah, Noctis is in Tekken 7. The guest characters are Noctis, Akuma, Geese, and Negan Walking Dead. You want King to be good? I mean, King is good. So people who play Armor King, I don't know, it's one of those things where you don't know whether to trust the people who play the character, because some people who play a character will underplay how good they are. JDCR, I think, is one of the most legendary Armor King players, and he straight up has stopped playing Armor King because he feels like he doesn't have the tools he needs anymore. Yeah, play Tekken sucks. King fucking rocks. He's so fun to play. Listen, me and Morgan have had this conversation several times. When they remove all the funny guest characters from that game, she's gonna have to start playing Tekken. And God knows what's gonna happen then. Popcorn, no, I haven't played a ton of Multiverses. I've played around in the tutorials, and I've played around to just look at the Tom and Jerry animations because they're really funny. Cicada has played a ton of Multiverses. Protest Kid, I agree with you there. They should make him look like actually Jackie Chan. I'll start playing when they put the Hello My Baby, Hello My Darling frog in there. Once, what's his name? Michigan J. Frog. Once he's in the game, I'm on board. Alright. Well, that's going to be the stream for today, everybody. We'll be back Wednesday with more video game streaming. Sorry that No, I'm not going to apologize for not skating well. I was completely fucking vibing. I was just reading the chat and gently doing things with my hands. Multiverses. Now, yeah, we'll be back Wednesday with some more skate. I want to do... it's August, September, October. Yes, okay. I think I know what my next theme month is going to be. And it's Orktober. I want to do just just orc games for a whole month. Which orcs? I'm thinking, God, if I could, shit, man, maybe by October I will. I'm still on the fence about getting a gaming PC just for financial. The reason I'm on the fence is entirely financial. I know I want it. So if I have a proper gaming PC by October, October will include Warhammer stuff. Like Total Warhammer and yeah. Stuff that's a little too beefy for me to handle right now. Streaming and also playing. But I've got DACA Boys. Demi! Did I miss Demi showing up? Thank you, Demi. Yes, Orktober. We'll do the Orc Flight Simulator. DACA Boys. I want to do some Total War Orc campaigns if I get a gaming PC by then. What are some other good orc games? Orcs Must Die. I have that one. That'll be in the queue for Orktober. Shadow of War. That's sort of on my list. Shadow of War is on my list. I love the orcs in that game. They're incredible. I don't like killing them. In Shadow of War 2, you get to put together your own little orc gang, which is great. Oblivion. Oblivion does have some good orcs. Yeah, you're right. You know, names like Grobash and Grobor. I agree, Socks. Blood Bowl. Hell yeah. Blood Bowl. I wonder if Blood Bowl 3 will be out by then. Yeah. So, stay tuned. Hopefully Orktober will be poppin'. Hang on, let me open my Steam list here. Oh yeah, maybe some Space Marine. You kill a lot of orcs in that game, but they are still lovely to see. That's right, Sin. Alright, I'm gonna send you all over to Irene, who's playing some Guilty Gear. Oh, hang on, yeah, let me, do the Discord command. There you go. Alright, everybody hop in. Irene's chat. We'll catch you back here on Wednesday. No, I will not do that command, Cinnamon Shakes. I will not. No. No. Bye, everybody.